It's in the mid-40s this morning. Fall is definitely on the way. I'm going to do 105 miles today, and I'll talk more about that later on. Right now, it's pretty cold out, so I'm going to hop on the bike and get warmed up. Oh man, it's cold. I'm not ready for this yet. Whew. Riding along the trail in the early morning hours is a pretty cool experience. All the fog is still out, hasn't burned off yet, and it just gives the trail kind of a mystical quality. And you're looking around to see if you see any elves or dwarves. No elves yet, maybe a few dwarves. First snack of the day is Robert Irvine's Fit Crunch chocolate peanut butter. Always love peanut butter. This is actually pretty good. It's got a little bit of a crunch to it. I'm about 15 miles into the ride thus far. Going to do 105 miles, like I said at the beginning of the video. And the reason I'm doing that is that next year in 2023, I want to do RAGBRAI. And for anybody that doesn't know, RAGBRAI is a ride across the state of Iowa. It goes from border to border, west to east, I believe. And I was watching some videos on RAGBRAI that just happened this year. And the longest ride of the day was 105 miles. So I thought, why not? I'll do 105 miles in honor of doing RAGBRAI next year. So far, no complaints. The fog is starting to lift a little bit, and I still got my jacket on, but it's unzipped, and it's going to warm up into just right around 80 today, and it's going to be sunny, so probably won't have the jacket on for too much longer. I'm right at 30 miles, and today is Ride Your Bike to Work Day. Didn't know that until I came across this little tent shelter area where folks were giving out snacks and free coffee to anybody that was riding their bike to work. I told them that I wasn't out riding my bike, I was just out having a good time, but they said no worries, just go ahead and grab a snack and have a good day. So that's what I did. And so, thank you to them, really appreciated it. 30 miles in and still doing pretty good. No complaints at all. Finally did get off the jacket, so life is good. RAGBRAI is definitely going to be a challenge for me. That's a 460 some mile ride over 7 days with no rest days. And then on top of that, each day you got to complete the ride within 12 hours, or at least they want you to, because that's when they've got, you know, all the volunteers out directing traffic and providing services to the riders along the route. So if it takes you longer than 12 hours, you're going to be on your own. So got to do a lot more riding over the winter, you know, try and not lose any fitness, or at least not lose too much. I stopped at a McDonald's to get something to eat. Not exactly the healthiest of choices, but it was convenient, so here I am. I'm right at about 61 miles, so over halfway through the ride, which is, which is good, because, you know, that gives you a nice psychological boost to have, you know, more miles behind you than you've got ahead of you. But definitely starting to feel the ride. Both knees are just a little on the achy side. Rear end's not doing too bad, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, I'm going to scarf this down and get going, because it's about 3 o'clock, and I'll be pushing daylight by the time I'm done. I'm at 74 miles, and I'm starting to lose some of the will to do this ride. Kind of questioning why I'm doing it. I just passed the car, which didn't help matters, because the magnetic pull of the car is really strong. So I did resist, trying to find reason why to do this ride. Trying to tell myself that I'm training for RAGBRAI. But then the darker side of me says, that's 10 months away. You've got time. You don't need to do this right now. I'm trying to tell that voice to be quiet. I'm at 88 miles, and the phone is just about dead. So I've got, what is that? 12 and 5, 17. I've got 17 miles left to go. And I don't think the phone is going to make it that long. So I will probably see you when I get back to the car. It's been a few days since I did that ride. Fully recovered now. The ride ended up being 106 miles, and it took me 12 hours and 8 minutes to do that ride, which is just 8 minutes outside of the time window that I was shooting for. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I was definitely struggling at the end of that ride, you know, more just with trying to find the will to do it rather than the physical ability to do it. Because, you know, you're just out there pedaling away, and after a while you're just thinking, I could be done by now, but I'm out here riding. But I finished it up, and then I met my wife at the Eclipse, which is right at mile marker 7 of the Athens Adena bikeway. So if you ever get to Athens and you're riding the trail, definitely stop at the Eclipse. Got good food, got good margaritas, had a really good time with the wife there, and yeah, so no more centuries for a while. Yeah, I think I'm done with that for a little while. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video.